Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Gaming Droid, and welcome back to Thea The Awakening. So in the last episode we were headed back to town. I had a couple of encounters on the way and so I had to scrap some equipment, but we've gotten back to the rat lair, and now we're going to have to deal with the rat lair, because the rat lair can actually be quite dangerous later in the game if you allow it to exist near your town. So we've got a lot of enemies to deal with. I'm probably going to shuffle that round. As you can see, I've got a couple of people with some minor wounds, but nothing too nasty. Wasn't a great shuffle for me. So we're going to start with our sword wielder as usual. And this is where spear wielders come into their own. So you can see that I can just wipe out rats using my spear wielders before they even get a chance to do anything. We are going to throw out a hammer user next. They're not going to get a turn in the first cycle through, but they're going to get a turn in the second cycle through. So here's where like spear wielders really do come into their own to just wipe people out before they get a turn. So I'm going to confuse that one because I can. So I'm going to throw out some support. So there's a lot of damage back here that's just going to happen. So we've got what? We've got 3, 15, 16, 11, 10. So I'm going to have to grind through this quite hard. Unfortunately, I'm going to waste several turns on these guys at the front, but hopefully this stuff will kick towards the back successfully. I'm not actually going to send my medic out. I'm going to send my orc out, just as a bit of a damage soak, hopefully. We'll probably take some wounds doing this. So I'm actually going to skip that turn. Can't believe that I wasted a full turn on 1 damage. Oh, okay. So she's taken a lot of damage, but hopefully we should be able to grind through. And that trails over. Okay, so we ground through. We took a lot of damage on one of the characters, and she's actually injured. We did get a thrifty toolbox, which gives us some trap skill. Not really useful for any of my characters. So I'm going to set up camp. I'm going to do a bit of gathering while I'm in camp, just to grab some different food resources and things. But she can heal up. I think it was Dobrev's. So where's Dobrev? She's this one. So I'll actually take her out and I'll put him gathering, him gathering wood. There we go. So we'll wait a couple of turns. Hopefully she won't die. She shouldn't. She's still got some wounds left. And she leveled up, gained some perception. We've got some animal friendship skill on our forest elf. That's good. And back at town we're just getting strength, herbalism, gathering, a little bit of armor here and there. So she should be past the danger point now, and we can use the next couple of days to head on home. Okay, so we arrived at home. It's time to trade back all of our stuff. Some elven wood, some dark wood. We can't take out the ancient wood yet because we need it for the quest. We can give in all of our metals, including our mithril, stone, a little bit of clay, and this is all gotten from combat. This isn't any gathering. I'll need to put together a gathering team very soon, and I'll actually start setting up for that now to go out and gather some nice bits and pieces. Monster bone, a little bit of dragon bone, which is great. We had some meat, some berries, some straw and some cane, silk. We also got a child with us. We can't leave the cosmic tree shards because they're required for a quest. And we got some spare weapons which we're going to drop back with the team back here, including the Doctor's Medicus, which I just love. I love the idea of a hammer called the Doctor's Medicus. Some of the lighter armors that we're not using at the moment, some extra food, a crafter's hammer which we don't really need, and we also got some additional equipment that we don't really need. We do need to give them some food, so we can drop them a couple of hundred food. We could also take a second medic with us in the expedition, but I don't really think that's hugely necessary. I think I'm probably going to move Petri back, and we're probably going to move one of our other people forwards. Let's have our Pinconette with us instead. Very good animal kinship, decent armor, decent stealth, decent strength. A little bit of magic skill, a little bit of trap skill. So, and 600 carry capacity. So she makes a nice little assistant to an expedition. Okay, so we can just pop straight down here and see this place to see, which is another one of the thatched cottages. We went with the tactical plan last time, let's do it again. We'll auto-resolve, and our forest elf gains some more tactics, which is great, and we'll fight the weakened spiders. Again, auto-resolve because it's not tricky. Creepy doll, which gives us bonus to damage, and some basic equipment, that's nice. These are wolves and wild boars, and we'll head up and head towards our cosmic quest again, so get back to doing our quest for our deity. In the meantime, what have we got around here? We've got Darkwood, we've got Elvenwood, we've got Obsidian. We could learn how to mine Obsidian, or we could go into archery, so we could get people to become hunters. We could go into blessed tree symbols, so blessing effects don't disappear and curses disappear when people are in the village. We could go with a totem, which allows us to get the witch class. I think I'm probably going to go with palisade to start with. So I'll grab a palisade, and I'll set a palisade being produced. So what a palisade does... Oh, I've reached the maximum number of building slots. So this is what I was talking about with building slots. You can see that we've got lots of buildings, 10 buildings in total. And you can see that down here we've got a pasture that gives 2 food and 2 human. 1 food and 2 human. And up here we have pastures that give 1 food and 2 human. These pastures are pretty much useless. So I can actually just destroy one of these pastures with no real concern. But for a while it gave us extra food and extra human attraction, which is why we probably got a couple of the scavengers we got. So what can I do? I could use bone to build it. So I could use bone, I could use crystal, and I could use darkwood, and that would give us 3 shield. If I had enough monster bones, I could use monster bones, which would give me a chance of attracting certain monsters. I could use 2 sets of crystal, which would be quite powerful. And I can actually renew that quite easily. I don't have enough enchanted bone. I'm running a little bit low on certain things. This gives me attract beast, actually. So if I do that, I actually get an attract to beast. So if I use clay, I get an improved chance of getting beasts in my village, which is quite good. I could use metal, which isn't as good as the crystal. So probably what we'll do is we'll go with a clay and crystal wall, which will give us a chance of attracting some beasts later on. Now this is a really difficult thing to craft. So I'm actually going to put all of my high-level crafters on it. It's still going to take 3 turns. Let's see if Ledurg has a tool. You don't have a tool, and we should have dropped back one. So there we go, we can give you a tool. That will just improve your crafting slightly. So over in production, I'll make sure that Petri is gathering something, because he's a very good gatherer. And in the meantime, we will continue on our way up. So beasts are things like the giant rats, the giant bats, the wolves, the boars, and we have a chance, once we build that, we'll have a chance of attracting one of those to our... Come on, this way. This way. Auto-resolve. Thank you. We'll have a chance of attracting one of those into our party, into our team. So, there we go. That should have been enough turns to complete our wall. So if we go over to village overview, we now have a palisade which gives 4 shield to everyone in the village, which makes our village quite useful, and attract beast, so we have a chance of attracting an animal into our village, which can be quite useful indeed. So we've got an destroyer encounter. Increased spider webs may mean some spiders have set up a nest nearby. Just charge in and kill the spiders. Spiders are dangerously meat. Let's move in and kill the spiders. So you can see that everyone now has at least 4 shielding, even if they have no shielding. So loads of my characters have shielding that wouldn't have shielding otherwise. We're actually going to reshuffle that. Oh, that's a much better setup. So we're going to throw out our 15 spear, followed by an 18 spear. That gets him down to the point where he's going to die straight away. Again, we have another blood spider come out. Ooh, and their spider queen is in their tactics deck, so their spider queen has actually been used up now. They have 31 there. So if I drop... I can't actually do it. I can't actually kill that spider off in one turn. But it only does 10 damage, so it's not too bad. So what I can do is I can throw out... I can't even confuse it. That's frustrating. Let's counter some offense with my spare card. Ooh, they're moving all the people to the front. Let's counter another offense card. So he's going to take a battering now, but there's not really much I can do about that. We do have a medic in town now. In fact, Ledberg might be my medic, which would be an issue if Ledberg was my medic, but hopefully he won't die straight off. He's going to take a really nasty battering though. Oh, he went down to 0 straight away. That's not good. She's going to take a battering as well, but she should be slightly better off. Oh no, 2 down to 0. That's... That moving characters to the front thing that the spiders did. Very, very effective. We're getting another turn. We have to fight for another turn. But we're going up against a spider queen. However, I can just whack out a spear character and insta-kill her. So that's fine. There we go, that'll be the end of this combat. Now we've got 2 people down to 0 hit points, and that's not good at all. So I'll have to have a look who they are. So we've got Ledberg, who is... equipment. Ledberg, who are you? Ledberg is a gatherer, and Bretka is a gatherer. Now we do have a 3-skill medic, and everyone else should have some... Oh no, this isn't the one where we have a Wait, we do have a healer's hut in town. Village overview. Herbalist hut. +1 healing skill. When food and burning materials are stocked. So if we look at managed supplies... Right, so... Let us open up some of our crafted foods. So there we go. We've opened up some of the crafted foods. So now there should be a better chance of healing. What is it I'm missing? Am I missing herbs? Is that the thing? Inventory. No, I've got herbs. Do you need access to some additional burning supplies to activate that ability? I don't know why she's not getting an improved medical ability. But let's see if we've got anything that we can give her some willpower. We can give her a little bit of folklore, which might help. We can give her a little bit of armor, and we can give her a... Actually, we can't give her a weapon because we don't have anything light enough for her to wield. Oh yes, we do. That's beautiful. So I should really upgrade these guys' armor now that we've brought back some better armor. It's probably a bit of a failed cause because it's very possible that they're just going to flat out die now. But we can hope. We can cross our fingers and hope that no one dies. So over at our expedition, we'll move them off towards the Divine Quest. Ledurg died. Ah well, it was going to happen. We had 2 people get seriously injured. Ledurg was a gatherer, but I'm probably actually going to go with a warrior for the new kid who just ranked up, because we don't really have enough of a warrior base in town. So Milosh is our new warrior, so we can throw on him a decent sword. We can give him a crossbow. We can give him a decent shield. And we can give him some decent armor. And just throw a crafting hammer on him because, you know, crafting hammer might be useful. In the meantime, someone we gave a subpar item to, like you can have a shitty spear, and you can have a little bit of light armor. There we go. So, that wasn't great, that wasn't the best, but we'll live. Our expedition has encountered some malicious spiders, not really worth noting, and Australia has an encounter. Some of the children were out playing in the field when the hailstorm hit. You're not sure they can make it back and find cover. Try to find them. So we've got a physical challenge to battle through the storm from a couple of our characters that went out. He's doing 6 physical damage, but that's fine. My orc fighter. So this orc fighter that we accepted into the village after they'd used our smithy, I believe, he sees that our children are missing and our children are out in the storm, and he goes, nope, it's fine. And this massive, great big brute just kind of wanders his way through the storm without any concern. Gets a few sort of hailstones hitting him, but he doesn't care because he's a massive orc fighter. And with that, we save our children from the storm. Easy peasy. So let's head on into the Divine Quest. You find the place imprinted in your minds by the Professor. It's an old tower that seems to reach the very sky. Its surface is pure ivory, yet strangely simmering as the sun rays hit the shining surface. Halt! Who goes? We're searching for answers. We were told this is the place for us. We've come a long way seeking to restore the power of our God. We've come a long way seeking to restore the power of our God. And how did you know how exactly did you find your way here? And who are you? You speak of the Oracle. Is it her hiding behind you? We were sent here by the Professor of the Grand University. We follow a path set out by our deity. We have sensed this much, otherwise I would not make this tower seem to you. Sounds like one of those very kind of like, how did you get here? We were told to come here by a god. Ah, I have foreseen this. Yes, of course you did. Of course you did. The Oracle, Ileana, as you can see, cannot speak to you, nor can she defend herself from those who would abuse her talents, not after what the university did to her, so I have vowed to shield her. Ileana holds answers to many questions, yes, but are you worthy of receiving them? I sense your connection to your God and the blessings fresh upon your soul. Thus I judge you worthy to attempt. However, the Oracle can only guide you to find answers. You may need to face trials to perceive what you seek, and these may prove difficult, if not lethal. You say you seek answers to restore the power taken from your gods. The test will likely take the form of what you seek. Thus you may face a shadow of the deity you serve, or perhaps even a true avatar. But whether it is combat they will seek, I do not know. I suppose much depends on the deity. Okay, so I may have jumped into this a bit soon because I just remembered this is a 4-skull challenge. So I can go with a 4-skull social challenge, or I can go with a 4-skull fight. My group is set out as a combat group. I have 7 speech, 5 speech, 5 speech. I am set much more as a combat group than as a social group, so I'm actually going to fight with Lada. So we have 7 Avatar Guardians, plus 1 Avatar Guardian, and Lada. Okay, so let's reshuffle, let's see if I can get someone nicer at the front. Okay, this seems okay. It's my turn first, so I'm going to whack out a 15 shield, 25 damage to start with. And Lada gets to go first with a spear. Okay. That's dangerous, that is. She has 86 health. Even if I sent multiple people to the front, that wouldn't stop her. So I'm actually going to going to shield him, and going to throw my spear dwarf out to deal with this Avatar's Guardian. We've got another Avatar Guardian come out, but it's a stunned one. So now this, you expect to take some serious damage on this fight, because she is a very high level character, and you just expect that you're going to get a bit of a battering. When you take this fight on, it's just what happens, unfortunately. So this is going to be interesting to see if I survive this. Probably won't. That hurt a lot. Okay, so she's going to take out my sword wielder. My spear wielder is going to throw an attack in entirely the wrong direction. But my orc's going to take out a huge number of the avatars. Okay, so we go into another round. My turn first. Throw out my shield wielder. She's going to go with her spear wielder, which is fine. So now comes the section where we have to decide what we're going to do. I think I'm going to throw shields out on him as much as possible to absorb a chunk of damage, and then we're going to see if I can't damage her out. So he's going to get a 36 hit in straight off, 23, 6 and 12, and we have defeated Lada. Oh, so 4 of us are currently on our deathbeds. We do get some nice equipment. We get a Dewdrop Shield, a Perun's Thunderbolt, which is a 17 damage spear, plus Leech. Ah, what is that made of? That's made of Dragon Bone and Mithril. Wow. And we get some Light Step earrings as well. So, you slay the beast and Lada's avatar that unexpectedly joined the fight. She now stands before you, tears running down her cheeks. Oh, why did you slay this beautiful beast, my child? Did you really think it could hurt me here in my own land? Foolish, rash child, so much to learn. You will seek out a small village, you will find a way to aid its cause, and if you choose wisely this time, you may be able to achieve your goals. Leave now. So we've actually upset Lada. The social challenge probably would have been better because she's the goddess of hope and love rather than the goddess of fighting or combat. I'm going to immediately... I can't camp this turn. Oh, that's going to be a problem. No deaths, no deaths, no deaths. No deaths. We got some levels from it, so our expedition leveled up. Our medic got +2 medic skill this level up, our medic back in town. That's excellent. Equipment-wise, let's see. We got this ridiculous spear, which I think is going to go onto my dwarf bandit to replace his 8 damage spear. And you can get the beautiful spear there. So you can get the quite a nice spear. The nice shield, 4 and 7, that can drop onto him. And we also got a pair of earrings that give us light step. You could probably benefit from the light step actually, because the light step works as sneak and hunt challenges. So all of our people have recovered from that to at least a small extent, so we're going to break camp and we're going to head down towards the Divine Quest. But before we head to the Divine Quest, we're going to go home and we're going to pick up some people who are better at speech. So thank you for watching. This has been the Gaming Droid. This has been Thea The Awakening. If you'd like to help the channel, please like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!